Oh my God. What a wild ride for the Real Housewives of New York City. I literally have whiplash, but we need to talk about it. Time to review Real Housewives of New York City. Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's time to review this week's episode of the Real Housewives of New York City. Let's buckle up, strap in, because we have got a lot to cover. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm not going to insert any clips this week because this week's episode was so freaking crazy that you've got to just watch it for yourself, because I can't give anything away. We'll talk about it, but you've got to watch it for yourself because I literally cannot make this shit up. So let's jump right into it. Okay, the ladies are off to Newport, Rhode Island for a girls' weekend, and little do we know, shit's about to go down. So, episode starts off with a fight. Tinsley brings her own pillow on the trip, and the ladies are like, oh, here comes Tinsley, what a child, bringing her own pillow. So the reason why Tinsley brings her own pillow is because she's allergic to everything. It's kind of like Aviva Drescher syndrome. So on the car ride up to Newport, is it up to Newport or down? I don't know. On the car ride to Newport, Leah decides to butter Ramona up. She's like, oh my God, Ramona, you look like you're 25 years old. You're glowing. You're Linda Evangelista. Oh my God. Bend over. Let me lick your asshole. But there's a reason as to why Leah is buttering Ramona up. Leah is going to drop a bomb on Ramona. Leah wants to last minute throw a kink in the plans, and she asks Ramona if her sister can come on the trip. That didn't end well at all. So because Ramona is hosting this trip, we all know how Ramona took this news. She didn't take it good. Ramona immediately was like, no, I planned all this. No, I don't like new people in the group. This isn't gonna work for me. I'm a control freak. I need things my way. And where did Ramona get the ruler from? So in the car ride there, the fate of Leah's sister being invited was kind of TBD. We didn't really get any straight answers. Ramona just said that she would think about it. So once the ladies check into their hotel, Leah then brings up the sister invite again at the bar. So Leah buttered Ramona up enough because Ramona then agrees to have Leah's sister come for a dinner the next night. So once Ramona agrees to have Leah's sister come to dinner, then Ramona changes her mind. I really didn't want her to come, is what she said. And then she's like, let's just take a vote on it, and went around and voted with each of the ladies. So Tinsley and Dorinda both really don't care. They want her sister to come. Luann, Sonia, Elise, they all are like, nope, we don't want her to come. She shouldn't come. This is a girls' trip. You're here to bond with us. No. Sonia chimed in and was like, I don't think guests should invite guests. So then Ramona rescinded her offer and disinvited Leah's sister. So Sonia is not on board. She's a hater. And then Ramona changes her mind again. So we went from she can't come to she can come to she can't come. And now Ramona invites her again. So Leah's sister is back on the table. I'm exhausted. I am literally exhausted. Back and forth. Is she coming or is she not coming? I mean, come on. So what do you guys think? Do you think Leah's sister should come? Should she not come? Do you think Leah should have asked before the trip and not on the way to the trip? What are our thoughts? Comment below what you think Leah should have done and what she should have done that is like appropriate. So Sonia is very, very, very adamant on no to Leah's sister. Like, who does she think she is to get a +1? And then telling Ramona that she gave in to pressure. So then Sonia convinced Ramona to take back the invite. So now the Leah sister's off the table. I mean, what? So here comes drunk Leah. So let's just rewind for a second. Here's what. All right. So Leah's going through a very difficult time. She's not really in the best mindset to even be on a girls' trip, but she's going and being a team player. Remember Pita Chip from last week's episode? So they had an intimate moment and he then ghosted her. They had dinner reservations and he just stopped texting her, and Leah went psycho crazy bitch at him. So now she's just sitting with that aftermath and is very like disappointed with how she acted and is really taking it all to heart, and it's not sitting well with her. She's kind of embarrassed. Now let's talk about the dinner. We have to talk about the dinner. First, the freaking venue that Ramona chose. It's literally like a wedding reception. What? And Ramona has crowns for all of the ladies. And Luann just had to get a Giovanni plug in there. How with Countess, now I'm queen crown. So before the other ladies get there, Luann decides to stir the pot. Stir it good, serve it warm. She asks, so what's going on with this whole Leah and her sister thing? So Luann then decides she wants to chime in because now she's had time to think about it. So Luann thinks that Leah should have asked prior to coming on the trip to see if her sister could have come, because that is the appropriate thing to do. She thinks it was too last minute and it should have been planned a little bit more. I mean, I agree, and we'll get into it. So the drinks that Ramona was serving to the ladies at this pre-dinner cocktail mix and mingle were way too weak for Leah, and she wanted the bartender to put 3 more shots in it. And then Ramona dropped this bombshell of a nugget bullshit. What the fuck, Ramona? Under her breath, Ramona said, okay, she's a recovering alcoholic. Wow, Bethany, wow. Wow, Ramona, wow. You can't make those accusations. Leah chose actively to not drink for 9 years. That doesn't mean that she was an alcoholic. That means that alcohol didn't work well with her and she didn't like the person that she was when she drank. That doesn't make her an alcoholic. We can't make those accusations. I'm not really sure why Ramona is actually being so protective over Leah. It's very weird and motherly and awkward, just saying. But Leah said that she's just containing herself and like staying in balance because she wants to stay in Ramona's good graces so her sister can come on this trip. And tick tock, little does Leah know that she's gonna be disinvited again. All right, now let's break down the actual dinner because so much happened. So much happened, y'all. I felt after watching that dinner scene, I felt like I've been through a war and I literally have whiplash. Whiplash. Leah is just sitting on Sonia's lap. Tinsley asked her just to sit down and eat her soup and get off of Sonia's lap, to which Leah responded, don't tell me what to do, bitch. What are they gonna do? Throw me out of Rhode Island? The antics, y'all. The antics. I can't. The mocking, the antics, it's all too much to handle. It gave me so much anxiety. Sonia and Leah frolicking around. She's encouraging Leah to act this way. And Leah breaks the fourth wall and kind of like shakes the camera and looks directly at the camera. And it's weird. Like, it's not weird, I take that back. It was fucking TV gold. That's what this was. And Tinsley, all while all of this is happening, Tinsley is trying to apologize to Ramona. I mean, sorry, flip that, flip it and reverse it.
Flip that, flip it and reverse it.
Tinsley is trying to apologize to Dorinda. So that apology is happening all while the antics of Leah is happening. It's like 2 separate conversations happening at the same damn time. And I'm like, all right, what's happening with Dorinda and Tinsley? What's happening with Leah and everybody else? What's happening? Calm down, girl. Calm down, girl. All right. So Leah twerks at the dinner table. Leah only has 1 shoe on. Where did the other shoe go? That's right. She's carrying it in her hand, walking around with 1 shoe on. What? Sonia drags her across the grass. She's flipping back and forth, rolling, doing cartwheels, doing somersaults, rolling around in the grass like Miley Cyrus on a wrecking ball. She's humping the grass. She's being drug across the grass. It's a lot, y'all. And then Ramona does it. So Leah's already amped up. Leah then decides now's the appropriate time to tell Leah that her sister's no longer invited on the trip. Wrong thing to do, Ramona. Wrong thing to do. Leah goes, oh, hell no, bitch. Hell no, bitch. Whew. Leah has a complete mental breakdown. Let's just run through what Leah did, because it happened so quickly, like a bat out of hell. She throws a martini glass. She ruins the floral display. She throws her hoops out. She rips Ramona's crown. She snatches the crown and throws it on the ground. She pulls on the curtains. She is out of control. She's rolling around in the grass. She's pulling and tugging on the curtains. Ramona, that was awful timing. You should have just kept the invite on the table, bitch. Like, why are you a flip-flopper? You invited her, you disinvited her. You invited her again, you disinvited her. What is it, bitch? Just let her come. It's her sister. Just let her come. Leah's going through a hard time. She was ghosted. Let her sister come. It's not a big deal. And after all of that, Ramona invites her sister. Y'all, I'm dead. Fucking dead. Fucking dead. I'm disgruntled. That scene literally, so much to handle. I've been through a war. I'm mentally exhausted, but I'm here for it. Yes, I am. So the next day, Leah is shockingly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, not hungover at all. She comes down to the beach to hang out with Dorinda and dip her feet in the ocean water. She comes down in her hotel bathrobe. And let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about Elise. Elise is a judgy bitch. Wow, I'm shocked you aren't hungover. You were really wasted last night. And Leah was like, yeah, that's just who I am. I go from 0 to 100. And Elise is like, wow, maybe that's why all the guys think you're a crazy bitch. You know who I think is a crazy bitch? You, Elise. You. I think you are the judge and the motherfucking jury. And you need to clip, you fool. However, though, despite all of this and Elise being a judgy, I am happy that we actually are seeing a little bit of personality from Elise, because Elise is the Teddy of Real Housewives of New York City. There, I said it. Elise, you're an awful addition to the Real Housewives of New York City. You're an awful friend. Who brought you on? Some probably fucking bullshit concoction that Ramona did. Elise, you're boring. And then Elise And then Elise, while the ladies were out shopping, goes up to Leah and asks, so what would you do if your daughter acted the way you did and got wasted and acted a fool? Leah's daughter is 12. How inappropriate are you? Do we think that's inappropriate? Comment below. Do you think it's appropriate that Elise asked Leah what Leah would do if her daughter acted like that? Appropriate or not? Comment below. I know my answer. No, it ain't appropriate. Let's just leave Leah alone, though. Let's just leave her alone. And talk about the other ladies literally blocking Leah out. They literally blocked her out, turned their backs, and then talked about her. She's literally right there. They literally blocked her out. And then Ramona used her family dynamics from growing up for some bullshit excuse. She's like, I had to block out your behavior from last night because it really triggered some emotions for me. And then made Leah feel so horrible because Leah was like, I didn't want my behavior to trigger something so emotionally scarring for you. Ramona did that as a bullshit excuse to deflect. So rude. Who are you, Ramona? Who are you, Ramona? Bottom line, Ramona doesn't really have the grace of words. Words and timing just aren't in Ramona's, toolbox, shall we say. So this is a to be continued episode, mind you. And next week, I'm just gonna say this. Next week, Leah throws ravioli at Ramona. I can't fucking wait. So with that being said, another amazing freaking episode of Real Housewives of New York City. Every freaking week, it just keeps getting better and better and better. Like, out of all of the franchises, this city is the one to watch. watch. This is the one to watch. If you're not gonna watch, for anyone new to Housewives here, new housewife fan alert. If you wanna get into the housewife gang, watch The Real Housewives of New York City. You will not be disappointed. From season 1 to now, it just gets better and better and better and better with time. I didn't think that this season 1 was gonna be good at all because Bethany wasn't on it, but I think it's one of their best seasons ever. So give it a watch, and also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you know when another Real Housewives of New York City review is posted, because trust me, you don't want to miss it. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted so you can stay part of the Real Housewives gang. I'll talk to you next week, and let's see some ravioli flung on Ramona. Doses. Bye-bye. Boom.